Has to be in here. Oh my god. I found it! This is the letter.
Okay. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Navarrete Hernandez, our records indicate that your cumulative grade point average at the end of the fall 2019 semester is 1.18. As per the student handbook, you have been academically excluded from the School of Law effective immediately and cannot return to classes for the spring 2020 semester.
I received this letter just 1 year ago. As a matter of fact, the date is January 6, 2020. Right there. I didn't even receive that in time, so that was a couple days after I had already gone in person to what I thought was my next semester of law school. As I was sitting there in the first class, I was so anxious because no one had received the email that also said whether you were going to be invited back and what your grades were going to be. When the class was over, I went over to the computer lab, checked my email, and there it was too. Edgar, we're not inviting you back, or as they say it, you have been academically excluded from the School of Law, effective immediately, and cannot return to classes for the spring semester of 2020. And since then, I've done a lot of reflecting on what exactly happened, on where I went wrong and what I could have done different. And as part of my processing of this devastating news, I decided to post a video and share with you exactly what was going on, my thoughts and opinions on why I failed. And it was then when I started this channel. That video, the why I failed law school, now has over or close to 10,000 views. And this is just crazy to think about, that 10,000 people have seen that. Some have found it useful, others it doesn't apply to them, and that's okay. Everyone's situation is different. But since those first videos about my law school experience, I've been able to do a lot more. Mainly focus on my YouTube channel, where I've shared a lot of other videos about being an immigrant and navigating law school and all its intricacies. We even gave away a scholarship to someone who was in law school, and that was a really special video to surprise someone who really needed some money to pay for that big law school tuition, you know? But since that first video of why I failed law school, a lot of people have asked me, what are you going to be doing next? Are you going to be returning to law school? And that's something that I've thought about a lot. And I'll get to that later in the video. So I'm at Michael's because I need to find a frame for that letter. That's too expensive. Just like law school. Let's get out of here because they're playing too much music and my videos are gonna get copyrighted. I'm not telling you anything new when I say that, failure is really hard to face. I know it from personal experience, failing out of law school, and it's tough. I remember struggling a lot the first couple of weeks, just trying to process these news, but it really helped me to share with you and all the people that helped me get to law school. Just an honest why I thought I failed and where I was short and what I could have done differently. And I think I did it the right way. I just took my time, I reflected, and tried to learn from this experience, because there's a lot to it, especially for me as an undocumented immigrant. It's already tough enough to get into law school, but add the additional factor of being undocumented and having to go through other means of funding your education because you don't qualify for loans. That was just added stress, and I learned a lot, and I think that's what a lot of people have found useful through my different videos that I've made. And the only thing we've done since January 6, 2020 is move forward from this experience. That's really all we can do. And probably the biggest lesson for me in this 1 year since I failed has been that I thought I was going to law school to be this immigration lawyer, and that was my way of making a difference in today's world. But what I've come to realize is that that's just one of many. Being an immigration lawyer is one way that you can contribute to, immigrant justice. There's so many other ways. There's more than one way to make a difference. Law school happens to be a really expensive and difficult one to do. Wow. And just like that, this chapter of my life is done. So the big question, what's my future plan? What am I going to be doing this year? Am I going to be going back to law school? Well, I'm not sure if I'm going back to law school. Quite frankly, it's kind of nice not being in law school. And I've really enjoyed this YouTube thing and other creative outlets. And I hope to continue this and sharing my experiences with you. So if you've been with me from the beginning, since January 6, 2020, or you subscribe somewhere along the way, thank you. And if you haven't, make sure to take the time right now to go down and click the subscribe button for more videos to come. Where can I hang this?
There's lots of space.